wig chat. What do you do with your wigs when the lace front, that delicate lace on all of your wigs that they call lace front wigs, is lifting? You will find that after just, it could be 2 or 3 wears, all of a sudden it's lifting. Most likely, when you've only worn it a few times, is that the lace front has actually picked up some of your own foundation. And that is why it does not lay flat. So what I recommend is that after every wear, this is what I do. I just take a facial wipe and I just very gently, when I take it off, just kind of rub it, and you'll see in the facial wipe your foundation. So that is really what causes premature lifting of these lace fronts. But also bear in mind, they are very, very delicate. So you always need to be very gentle with your lace fronts. Now, different lace fronts may go just, say, here to your crown. Some go all the way down to your temple. So just be mindful that those particular materials are very, very delicate. However, in my previous videos, and many of us with these wigs, we always rely on, it's called It Stays Beauty Adhesive that you can get on Amazon. And we know how simple they are. You just have the little ball. I put a little moisture, a little water in my palm, zip it around. Then I would dip my own finger in, and then I basically would be doing this. If I have my wig on, lifting it up and just putting the glue on with my own finger. However, I've recently discovered another product which actually is a lot easier. It prevents my hands, my fingers going up there and being sticky wicky. Instead, I have this kind of a feature. This is by Lace Stick. And what you do, it has a twist. It has the glue that's inside. So there is a limited amount, obviously, a lot less than the body adhesive, it stays. But look at the top, how it is, the shape is almost like a pen. And I find that when I'm out doing a special event or if I'm traveling, this size fits more securely than carrying this around, right? It's just obvious. Let me show you how this works. So basically, you see this is a lifting up. One thing you want to make sure of is that the lace is properly down. Now it's lifting, so what tends to happen, it can kind of roll around, and then when you lift up, it's actually not totally flat, you see, and you have to get it in that flattened position for this to work properly. So basically, here is my glue, and you see this feature. In fact, let me twist this to get a little bit more of the glue out. You almost kind of see it dripping, and then you know you've gotten out. And then you basically just kind of mat it just like that, how much easier that is than your finger. And then again, be very mindful. It's got to be straightforward and not rolled. And then what you do is that you press down. And basically what I do is I kind of hold it for about 5 or 10 seconds. And that mats it down. And it's all there. It's easy. And let me get my brush and brush my hair and show you. Then I go back and I double check just to be sure that it's nice and flat. And one other feature of these lace fronts is that what you want to do is that you want it to ideally match your own hairline if possible. My hair is dark, so I tend to buy the rooted wigs. And a lot of times the lace front that's coming out, I prefer actually to be the lighter color. Do you see this blonde? The reason being is that this particular part of the lace front is right on my scalp. And I have light skin, so basically this almost looks like my own natural hair growing out. Then the darker roots go up above. So I prefer to get dark roots always because it matches my own natural biological hair. And then I like the front, the lace front, to be, and they're all hand-tied fibers, to be light or bleached in color versus dark, because what can happen a lot of times, if you get a dark lace front with dark hair right here, when you really go up, you actually see like little dark dots, and that just makes it look all the more artificial to me. So that's a real small subtlety to understand about this lace fronts. So away I go. Now stay tuned for my next video. I have been a flight attendant for over 20 years. I joined when I was 50 years old, but I flew exclusively international destinations. And now as I'm retired, obviously I'm doing a lot of domestic flying. So I'm very much familiar, not only with my flight attendant friends domestically, what's going on in the US as far as getting through TSA wearing a wig, but also I am very familiar with the international destinations. And I'm just going to tell you here, many who have come on here said there's no problem wearing a wig through TSA. But little do they tell you what really goes on internationally. It's a different story. So stay tuned, and I will share with you my knowledge on wearing wigs and getting through security. Have a great day.